Hello, everybody. It's been a while since I've done one of these videos, but I feel I was going to do this on stream on Friday, but I feel a video is a better format for this, so people can watch it in their own time if they want to, and I don't have to keep on repeating myself as people come in and out, or however it's going to work. So I thought I would just sit down and discuss the future, basically. To put it in the frankest terms, things aren't going particularly well. My health is better, my mental health is better, but with both of those, expenses have gone up. Streams are not going particularly well. I don't feel at the moment. I've got no drive to record many videos, which is why it's amazing that this one's getting done. As I itch my nose in front of the camera and breaking all the rules. And something's got to change. Something has got to change. I'm, definitely looking for not my escape plan from streaming, but I am looking for my escape plan from, how I've been living my life for the past X number of years. So with all that in mind, yeah, things will have to change. And the main thing that I want to change is I want to stop. Not stop, but shift from being someone who streams video games. I want to start streaming something else. The main problem is I don't really have anything that I'm good at or that I think is interesting to watch that I can stream on a regular basis. I'm not musical. I'm not good at game design or programming. I don't have interesting stories anymore. I've told all of them. You've all heard them ad nauseum. So I don't really know what to pivot to at this stage. What I do know is that over the next 6, 7, 8 months, let's not look that far ahead, but depending on how everything goes, this could all be over incredibly quickly. But what I do know is that I do want to get a lot of writing out and a lot of writing done. And I'm sitting here and I'm thinking, can I do writing on stream and make it fun and make it entertaining and actually get the work that I need to get done at the same time? I don't know how well I will take to trying to, write something on stream. First problem. 2, I don't know why anyone would ever watch that. Second problem. But I think I'm going to give it a go. On a relatively small basis to start, but with the idea being, and to kind of put it into people's minds, that if I enjoy it, and if, people do happen to watch it, that the kind of writing aspect of streaming, which I'll probably start on Fridays, we'll probably start this Friday, in fact, as a little kind of tester to see how it goes. If these are all big ifs, if I enjoy it, if people enjoy it, a big part of me is say, okay, so right now we'll test it. We'll dip our toes into the water and we will test it on a very small basis. So probably, like I say, we'll start Friday, and I will probably do Fridays from now on. We'll pull up a writing project, whatever stage I'm on at it, whether it's world building, brainstorming, actually getting some writing done. I doubt I would ever edit on stream, but maybe map making, may even make some appearances on there as we get that far and kind of need to work all that kind of stuff out. Stick to the 4 hours. It wouldn't be 4 hours of constant writing. there would probably be, I'd probably do writing sprints where you kind of just sit down and get down to the actual work. And then the rest of it, hopefully, we'll be talking about what we're doing and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, the idea is, okay, we'll start Fridays, but if I like it, if people seem to enjoy it, the idea would be to pivot more to that. So for now, we will stick, mainly gaming. So I do roughly 6 streams every week. If we do a Sunday will always be a game, because that's always going to be a multiplayer with LP, Rydog, whoever happens to be around. That's the point of the Sunday stream. That's not going to change. That's always going to be a game stream. Every other stream, however, in my opinion, is subject to change going forward. And I would like to get more into this writing space. I would like to do a couple of interesting things. One is just, working on my own projects, but the other would be, I would love to try and work out how to do some kind of interactive writing session, maybe once a week, with the stream audience, getting input from them, and whether it's coming in through chat or on screen or something. We would have to work on that, but I would love to get something like that going. But it's not just about the fact I've got to get the work done. I can get the work done and I can do game streams. I can do both. This isn't the reason why I'm doing that. The reason why I'm doing this and the reason why I want to do it now is I'm not a fan of the games industry right now. I'm not a fan of the games that are coming out. Am I just too old? Am I just too old for the games that are coming out right now? Possibly. I don't know. Am I just bored of them? Am I just bored of gaming in general? I probably haven't played this many video games for 5-6 years now. I've been doing streaming, 4 hours, 5 or 6 days a week. I did not do that in my 20s because, or my 30s, because my 30s, but, not my 20s, because I was working. I was working all of the hours that were available. I didn't do a lot of gaming. So maybe I have just played too many games for too many hours because I've had the time, and trying to fill up stream with something. Maybe I'm just bored of it. Maybe it's just my normal 5-year itch. I've never lasted at a job this long. Streaming has now been the longest I've stayed trying to do something for any kind of length of time. So maybe I've just got the itch. Maybe I'm ready for a change. I'm ready for a different challenge. And I think all of these things are starting to come together. My mental health is improving. So, I'm starting to lift myself out of there. The kind of family situation I found myself in for the past 12, 13, 14 years is changing. So there's, I can lift myself and take myself away from that a little bit. So things are going to change. And I guess, I guess I want this video to kind of serve as a warning to everybody who has supported me. And I hope they will continue to support me as we go through this change. But I have been supported by and large as a game streamer. That is what people come to watch, whether it's in the background, whatever. That is probably going to change over the next year. I'll be honest, it's probably going to change or it will disappear. I think those are the two extremes I'm in right now. I'm not saying I'm never going to stream a game again, because that is not true. There are going to be days where games is absolutely what we're going to want to do, right? There are games I've got my eye on, I still want to play. And, if a good game comes out and it grabs my attention, we're going to play a lot of it. What I don't want to do anymore is, wake up in the morning, sit down at my desk and think, what am I going to play? Because, there's not really the games that I've got. There's not a lot that I want to play right now. Overwatch 2 has filled that void for a long time. And I don't particularly like that game. The amount of hours I've put in it for stream, I can see why people would call me a liar for saying that. I honestly can. But the truth is, I do not like Overwatch 2. I don't like a lot of the decisions they've made over the lifetime of Overwatch 2. I don't like the community. It's toxic, it's young, it's a horrible, by and large, but it's not a particularly fun community. Overwatch 2 is not a fun game to lose. It's a fun game to win, but it is not a fun game to lose. And the key to a good PvP game is that it has to be fun to lose, because that's what you're going to do probably 50% of the time, if not more. And Overwatch 2 just doesn't have that. Everything else that's come out recently, to me, has been substandard, has been below what we as gamers should expect. And yet we've been loving them and praising them. And I really don't think we should. So I don't really want to go off on this rant about the gaming industry, so I'm not going to. But yeah, I just want this video to serve as notice that as much as I enjoy streaming, as much as I enjoy communicating with everybody and having the community come around and, we talk about things and whatever, and I do enjoy that, and I do still enjoy streaming, which is why I'm not saying to myself, just give up on streaming and start writing, because I don't want to. I don't want to give up the streaming aspect of my day. I enjoy it too much. But what I am saying is I don't necessarily enjoy the gameplay aspect of the streaming experience. And I feel that as the years have gone on, the streams have become less interactive rather than more. And I want to get back to more interaction between myself and the audience. A lot of the times that interaction may have been one way. The trouble with playing Overwatch 2 ad nauseum is you can no longer talk about the game. There's nothing new in Overwatch 2 to talk about as you're playing the game other than the match that's happening. It's not particularly fun. Whereas if you play games like, or if I'm, trying to write a story, but, if you're playing games that are very narrative heavy, that you're playing for the first time, there's more to talk about. There's more as a group for you to focus on and kind of either enjoy, hate, a little bit of both, or you just taking the mick out of the fundamentals of what's going on. And I don't know. I feel like we've lost that. This is all my fault. Everything that I feel is wrong with streaming is all on me. It's all my fault. But yeah, I am actively looking to change what the 4 hours of streaming I do are now. Not for growth, although that would be nice. I'm not going to lie. Any kind of growth would be appreciated at the moment. Everything is and has been for the entire 5 years on a razor's edge. And, it comes to a point where you have to decide, do I want to live on that razor's edge or do I want to be, a little bit more secure? There are pros and cons. Streaming has given me a lot of freedom to do things the way I wanted to do them. But, that has come with the con of there's not a lot of money. Not a lot of security. No security, really, in it. Twitch could die tomorrow. Not just my Twitch, just Twitch in general. Whereas going to work in an office, there's, at the moment, it's hard to say there's more security there, honestly. But, yeah, I've kind of waffled on over the main point. But, yeah, basically, I will be looking to change, possibly fairly fundamentally, what my streams are. And I understand if you're watching this and you watch my streams, and you're kind of, well, I don't want to watch an idiot try and write a book or world build or brainstorm or work out a timeline or whatever. I don't want to watch that. That sounds boring as hell. And I understand that. And if that means the support dries up, that is what that means. And I don't want there to be any kind of second guessing or guilt over that. I've always said that, if you support me first of all, make sure you're supporting yourself. Make sure you can pay your own bills first. Don't, make your life harder on my account. And that's still very much true today as it was then. If/when my streaming stuff ends, I will be able to sort something else out. Will I be sad if it ends? Yes, of course I will. Like I said, I have enjoyed this. Even though I want to change what the streams are, I don't want to drop streaming completely because, like I say, I enjoy it. I enjoy the community we've managed to build, and and I don't want to lose that. But it's up to me to try to work out a way of making that work all the way around. So yeah, I guess this is just a pre-warning, a forewarning that Police of Cake Streams probably will be making a fundamental shift in the not too distant future. And I understand if you want to drop away because that isn't what you come for, want to watch. And I understand that. I really, really do. I hope that you will come along and enjoy what it is I try to do going forward, whatever that ends up being. And again, like I say, baby steps. We will do this in baby steps. We will try a more writing or productivity focused stream on Fridays going forward, and then we will see where it goes from there. I will also be bringing back, not bringing back. Kind of, we used to do a channel redemption point thing where you could redeem it, and I would write a story based on a prompt. I'm going to be bringing that back in a slightly different way. That we probably will discuss live on Friday as I get feedback from people how they want to do it. My idea at the moment is that somebody will give me 3 words, however they want to do it. And based on those 3 words, I will write a story of no more than 1,000 words to be published on cakeyverse.co.uk. And I think I will start each stream by reading out the previous day's attempt. Just for feedback, for fun, for something to do before we jump into whatever we're going to do for the main part of that stream. But yeah. I don't want this to come out of nowhere. I don't want people to be blindsided by this. I don't want people to, pick up, say, a 6-month subscription on Twitch and then suddenly I change what I'm doing and, there's not a lot you can do about it, I don't think. So that's what this video is really about. It's not very upbeat. When I actually come to do the relaunch or whatever it is we decide to do, I'll probably be more upbeat about it then. But no, this really is just like I say, I would call it a warning. I would call it if writing, world building, map making, any of the stuff that I need to do or kind of want to try and bring onto stream doesn't sound interesting to you, then you have been warned. But hopefully you'll all stick with me. Hopefully we'll even get some new people in. And like I said, I don't want it to be I'm just sat there for 4 hours writing away and ignoring chat. That's not what these are going to be. I want them to be as interactive as possible. I want them to be as useful as possible. So we'll see. But this will be a time of change. It can't be avoided this time. So let me know what you think in the comments below. Like I say, I hope you'll all stick around to see what it is I try to do. Any feedback is more than appreciated, either in public comments, YouTube, Discord, in private, or wherever you want to put it. Is very much appreciated. But yes, this is and will be a time for change. And I hope to see you all on the other side as we make this very slow not transgression. Pivot. It's not the word I was looking for, but it will do in a pinch. Anyway, have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will see you all when I see you all. Bye for now, everybody.